Hi guys, I'm going to recap a 2020 Taiwanese romance sport movie, called A Chu. This movie tells the story of a person who exceeds his strength and finds his superpower because of love. How far can love influence us in this life? Long ago, government scientists created a new substance from a natural rock called the hypermatrix. Dr. Cube, the villain in this story, came and tried to take over the hypermatrix. A hero who has the superpower to control lightning named Flash appears. However, Flash's powers accidentally split the hypermatrix instead. Half of the hypermatrix merged with Dr. Cube and transformed him into a monster with extraordinary power. When the hypermatrix was split, the explosion also produced a tremendous amount of energy. This caused many parents to be killed. Children whose parents died live in the Suivai orphanage. From that moment, Flash disappeared and was never seen again. After the incident, Dr. Cube started doing things to his heart's content in town. Until finally, Sonic, a masked hero, appeared with the power of the waves. He was the only one able to defeat Dr. Cubes with his hypermatrix power. Sonic became the hero of the city. Meanwhile, Dr. Cube decided to hide under the ground. He will look for ways to increase his power again. 10 years later, at the Suivai orphanage, children are playing hide and seek. It is Xin Xin's turn to look for the others in the game. Wang Yijia hides in a box in an old warehouse. He is locked there. After a while, he has not come back. All of the kids are looking for him. Wang is tired of screaming for help until he passes out. As if sensing Wang's presence, Xin begins to catch sneezes. She then goes to the warehouse, which is full of dust. She finds him in the old box and takes him out to lay him down on her lap. At that moment, he falls in love with her. He thinks she is the most beautiful girl in the world. At the orphanage, Wang has a best friend named Yi Jianan. They are chatting on a swing when a group of friends who try to bully suddenly arrive. The bully brings a bag filled with trash to play a prank on them. They try to run from the bully. At that time, Xin sees them and punches the bully in the face. He falls down and the bag of trash hits his face instead. Seeing this, Yi, Wang, and Xin run to escape from them. They run to the old warehouse where Wang used to get locked in the box. He claims that he once saw a hallway there. Xin initially scolds him because he almost died there, so it seems dangerous. But because they are still chased by the bullies, they finally follow him to the hallway. Sensing Wang's fear, Xin grabs a hold of Wang's hand. He is elated by her gesture and finds his gesture to walk through the dark hallway. After a while, they finally reach the end of the hallway and head outside. Everything is dark, but all of a sudden, thunderbolts strike violently. Xin tries to calm her two friends by saying that a tall tree will be struck by the lightning first. Not so long after that, a tree is struck by lightning. She again tries to calm her friends by saying that lightning would strike her because she is the tallest among them. She is the oldest of them and feels like she needs to protect her two younger friends. To support her, Wang and Yi raise both of their hands so she wouldn't get struck by lightning alone. Suddenly, the three of them notice something strange. The lightning seems to be caught and instantly disappears. They try to find out where the lightning goes. Following its trail, they find signs of the legendary superhero Flash. They try to call him and say that they do not hate him like most people. But he kicks them out and refuses to meet them. Flash shuts himself up because he still feels guilty about what happened 10 years ago. The next day, Xin is cutting Wang's hair. She is still mad at Flash because he chooses to hide in the mountain instead of helping people. If she has superpower like him, she will be brave, unlike him. Wang asks her if she likes brave men, which she says she does. Hearing Xin's response, Wang is motivated. He asks her if she would marry him if he grows up to be the bravest person. She thinks about his question and tells him yes. Now Wang has one goal in mind: he will become the bravest person to marry Xin. Several years pass, they are still in the orphanage and things look the same. She still regularly cuts his hair in the same style. She will soon be leaving for college. She reminds him to follow the rules so he does not keep getting locked up in the isolation room. The time has come for Xin to go to college. Wang is very sad to let her go. On the bus, she sneezes. It is as if she has a radar connected to Wang. Whenever he misses her, she will catch a sneeze. In college, Xin sends Wang and Yi letters regularly. They are still often punished for their behavior, but letters from Xin always manage to entertain them. On Xin's birthday, Wang and Yi surprise her by coming to her house with a cake. Xin, who thinks that her house is broken into by thieves, beat them both. Finally, the cake falls and shatters. However, they continue to celebrate her birthday with a destroyed cake. That night, Xin is very happy to meet her friends. The next day, there is a robbery at a bank in the city. The police try to catch the robbers and stop their car in the middle of a city street. The robbers take out their weapons and blindly attack the people there. They take Sin, who happens to be around there, as a hostage. Wang and Yi try to help her, but they are helpless in the hands of the robbers. Sonic comes and he succeeds in stopping the robbers. He also saves Sin and falls in love with her. Wang, who sees this incident, becomes jealous. He knows that she likes brave men, and thinks that she also falls for Sonic. Initially, Wang and Yi were determined to become police officers. But Wang changes his mind and wants to become a fighter to become stronger. From there, they part ways. Wang comes to the boxing ring to register as a fighter. He is ridiculed and doubted by the members there. After one try, he realizes that he can't do anything yet. He then comes to Flash and asks him to teach him the magic of superpowers. Flash initially refuses, but he tells him his background. He says that his parents did not die in the explosion, but he was abandoned by his parents. He is the same as Flash. They have no one. He just wants to be strong so he can protect the people he loves. Flash finally empathizes with him and agrees to teach him. His first lesson is that superpowers are a gift and can't be received from the training. As for Flash, his mother was struck by lightning while pregnant with him. That's why he can control electricity, and find things to do with his power. He asks what Wang's strengths are, and he says that he had been beaten since childhood. He considers that as his advantage. Flash then trains him to be immune to pain. They practice severing Wang's pain nerves until he no longer feels pain when his hands take food from the boiling pot. After feeling quite confident in his abilities, Wang returns to the ring. While fighting, he is stopped by the battle manager there. She is looking for a fighter who wants to replace a fighter who is suddenly unavailable for that night. Wang sees that as an opportunity to enter the battle and put himself forward. He is willing to fight even when he gets an inappropriate contract. In the battle, there is only Yi who recognizes Wang and cheers for him. Facing an experienced opponent, he received a series of blows. The manager tells him that to survive and take all of the punches is also a skill and that she will invite him again if he manages to survive through round 9. He is excited to hear about the deal and he is determined to last until round 9. In round 9, his opponent releases his flagship move. But apparently, Wang is still able to get up. Even though the opponent wins, he vomits from exhaustion. The audience cheer Wang's name. After that battle, he meets Yi. They joke like usual. He tells him that Sin invites them to dinner tomorrow. At the dinner, she brings Liang Yasun, who turns out to be her boyfriend. They become jealous and are not very friendly to Liang. They make the dinner unpleasant for him. When Liang sneezes, he lets out a wave that suppresses the people around him. From there, Yi realizes that he is Sonic. Hearing that, Wang becomes desperate. He feels like he is lost from Sonic. From his battle bonus money, he buys a watch gift for Sin. She understands that he is not very happy that she is in a relationship, but she asks him to be happy for her. But Wang keeps trying to find his superpower so he can beat Sonic. His search leads him in and out of the hospital. Over time, Yi becomes annoyed because he keeps being called as he is the emergency number. He asks the hospital not to contact him again because it is difficult to find a parking spot there. Sonic visits Wang in the hospital. Wang tries to set him up with another woman. However, he and Sin seem to be in love with each other. The next day, Sin invited Wang to have dinner together. She tells him that she will take an internship as a teacher at their old orphanage. She also questions his dreams and what he wants in his life. Just then, they watch the news and hear that Sonic is back against Dr. Cube. But this time, he is seriously injured and rushed to the hospital. They immediately go to the hospital to check his condition. Unexpectedly, Dr. Cube sends an insect-shaped camera to find out about Sonic's private life. Because Sonic is so strong, he intends to destroy Sonic through the people he loves. Wang is getting ready for his match. As usual, he receives a series of punches from his opponents. It becomes his signature strength to take blows and get back up quickly. He earned the nickname Stonewall. Even if his opponent wins, he is the one who receives all of the support from the audience. There are even more fans. Even his enemies say that they had never faced anyone as powerful as him. When asked by reporters what makes him so determined through all of the battles, he thinks of Sin. But he stays quiet and only sneezes. On the other hand, Sin also sneezes. As usual, it's the way they communicate. In the next match, he will face Yujiro, who has the nickname the Champion because he never loses. He always manages to knock out his enemy in the second round. Wang asks his teacher, Flash, to help him. His teacher only says that the champion will be exhausted after the third round. In order to win, he has to fight for resilience. He agrees to train him with only one punch. He is training hard for that one special shot for the champion. Meanwhile, at the orphanage, Sonic meets Sin while teaching. He tells her that when fighting with Dr. Cube, his biggest fear is not being able to see her again. He immediately proposes to her. She is blushing, but she thinks of Wang instead. She tells him that she is not sure about getting married. Unexpectedly, Dr. Cube's insect camera continues to follow Sin, and now he knows Sonic's identity. Sin comes to Wang when he is practicing. She is mad because she is worried about him who will fight the champion. They ended up getting into an argument. She considers him weak, and begs him to surrender after the first round. He then expresses his frustration and says that he is indeed not comparable to Sonic, but he still likes her. Finally, she tells him that even if he wins, she will not accept him. She and Sonic are getting married soon. She then left angrily. Wang burned more and more with rage and trained harder to face his enemy. The day of the big game finally arrives. The audience is calling for his name. The battle officially begins. From the start, Wang is knocked down by the champion's punches. But he manages to get up. The champion continues to attack with a series of attack variations. Wang is about to faint, and in his subconscious mind, he sees Sonic standing straight. He tries to fight him but keeps getting loose. Sonic says that he will not hand over Sin to him. Finally, he remembers his determination to beat Sonic, and in real life, he manages to get up before the KO count is over. He again receives several blows from the champion. On one occasion, he is able to deliver the punch he had been practicing for. His punch misses a bit, but unexpectedly, it can knock the champion. Entering the 9th round, Wang the Stone Wall is getting more brutal, while the champion has started to show a decrease in stamina. But just as he is about to throw his ultimate punch, the broadcast on TV is hijacked by Dr. Cube. It features Sin and the orphanage children as the hostage. He broadcasts it to invite Sonic and orders the researchers to hand him the Hyper Matrix. Wang immediately leaves the ring. He feels that there is something more important than the championship belt. Outside, he is awaited by Yi. They want to enter the orphanage through the secret passage because the main road leading to the orphanage must have been blocked. Before heading there, he meets Flash and asks for his help. However, Flash still refuses to help them. He only advises Wang not to neglect his safety. Flash always wears gloves because he doesn't want to get into trouble anymore. He is no longer Flash the superhero. Inside the orphanage, as usual, Sin is still very brave and tries to calm the children down. She is sure that Sonic will come and help them. Wang and Yi finally make it into the orphanage after killing some of Dr. Cube's guards. However, Wang is injured in the stomach. They find the caretaker of the orphanage and some of the children, and arrange for them to escape through the secret passage. Inside, Dr. Cube is angry because he was given a fake hyper matrix by the research center. He then once again broadcasts a threat with anger. He threatens to kill all the children and Sin in the orphanage. At the orphanage, Wang stops Dr. Cube's attack that is aimed at Sin. Instead, his stomach is stabbed and he is badly injured. With his powers, Dr. Cube is able to stop Yi from trying to escape with Sin. Just then, Flash arrives. With his remaining strength, he tries to defeat Dr. Cube's. But he fails miserably and dies. Seeing his teacher's sacrifice, Wang gets up with his last strength. He reflects on himself and questions his purpose in the world. He also realizes that all along, his superpower is his love for Sin. If not for his love, he will never learn to fight and face everything up to that second. He is confident that he can become a superhero for Sin. For his love, he will be the bravest person. With his last strength, Wang throws the punch he has rehearsed for the champion, and realizes that the punch was not meant for the champion. It is perfectly matched to Dr. Cube. His powerful punch destroys the monster. However, due to his injuries and exhaustion, he passes out. When he wakes up, he is in Sin's lap, just as when they were little. Suddenly, Sonic arrives and witnesses them. He finally starts to understand their connection. A dying Wang proposes to Sin, and she immediately accepts his proposal. Not long after, he dies peacefully. Wang died as a hero for the one he loved the most. What do you think of Wang's fight for his love for Sin? For more amazing stories, subscribe to this channel. Support us with always like and comment. See you in the next story.